Hello everyone, peace of Christ to all. As you see in the screen, uh, it's a funny picture really. It's like a donkey, but he have a sword. It sounds like he's a hero. And he's an Arab. He have an Arabian sword, you can tell, because somebody will say, how you know he's an Arab? This is an Arabian sword. And his ears is in alarm case or alarm situation. His mouth is open, his eyes is big, and you can tell his ears is telling you that he is receiving messages from God. You can tell this donkey maybe is prophet something. Now, I got a proof from the Quran. Proof of what? What the Quran have to do with donkey? Now listen, I got a proof from the Quran. Come on, you are lying. You are a Christian. You don't tell truth. What the Quran don't have donkeys at all. Listen. No, even the Bible talk about donkeys. Nothing wrong with that. But the Quran saying clearly the following. No, listen. You are a Christian. Shut up. You do lie always. Don't make fun of the Quran. I'm not making fun. Listen to me. The Quran says clearly that Muhammad is a donkey. No way, you are a liar. It cannot be in the Quran. It's in the Quran. I challenge you to show me. Okay, I will show you. Let us go to the Quran.
Be modest in thy bearing and subdue thy voice. Lo, the harshest of all voices is the voice of the ass.
Huh? What? Guys, Allah is talking to his prophet, saying to him, be moderate in the way you walk, and put your voice down, because the most voice Allah he hate is the voice of donkey. Hello? What does that mean? It's mean Muhammad's voice is the voice of a donkey. And who is the voice? Who is the one who will make a voice of a donkey unless you are a donkey? What this have to do with Muhammad? If Muhammad is a prophet of God, why Allah saying to Muhammad, be careful when you walk and don't speak loud, because the most voice Allah he hate is the voice of donkey. So, I don't know what to say really in this video, but this is very clear evidence that the Quran say clearly that Muhammad is a donkey. Imagine you are saying to someone, like you have a friend, his name Ali. You say to him, hey Ali, how you doing Ali? Please Ali, listen, walk slowly and don't raise your voice, because the voice of donkey is the most voices Allah hate. What does that mean? You're insulting him. You are saying to him your voice is a voice of a donkey. And you know what? Maybe I have a wrong understanding for the verse. Let us go to the explanation and read the explanation made by Muslims, not by me. Because you never know, maybe I'm wrong. This is Al-Jalalain is saying the same. As you see in front of your eyes. Let us change that. Maybe the Jalalain is wrong. Let us go to Ibn Abbas. Something wrong in here. Come on, cannot be. Muhammad's voice is not the voice of a donkey. I never heard him. But I don't think one Muslim would accept this to be said about his prophet. And this is Allah saying that about Muhammad. What's wrong with you, Allah? Maybe this translation is better. Be modest, say bear and subdue your voice, lower your voice, and don't be sharp tongue. The harshest voice, he says, the most odious evil voices is the voice of ass. The most, this one is more ugly even. Allah he's saying the most ugly voices is the voice, and the evil voices is the voice of an ass. Jackass. The voice of a donkey. So Allah talking to Muhammad, saying to him, walk carefully and lower your voice, because Allah, He don't like the voice of donkey. He hate, the most voice He hate is the voice of donkey. He's asking who to lower his voice? Muhammad. Why? Because the most voice Allah He hate is the voice of donkey. Is it hard to understand? It's very clear. Who was the donkey? It is Muhammad. I'm not saying that. This is your explanation. This is your Quran. It's not me even who is saying that. So I want to ask Muslims, why Allah saying Muhammad is donkey? Why Allah saying it clearly? Don't tell me, you know what, I can change any explanation you want. We can go and try. I don't think in there is a try. Yeah, there is no. So you see, we are out of explanation in English. But all of them, they are agreeing. Allah is saying to Muhammad, walk nicely and lower your voice, because the most voice Allah He hate is the voice of donkey. And in here I have a question, by the way, for the Muslims, because this verse is very funny. Not only because it says Muhammad is donkey clearly, because it's saying clearly that Allah He hate the voice of a donkey. Now in here I will ask a very simple question. You can tell that this is a verse made by someone stupid, someone is fool. Why God will hate the voice of a donkey? Give me a reason. Honestly. Why God will hate the voice of a donkey? Isn't it you who gave him his voice? Isn't it you, God, who made the voice of a donkey the voice of a donkey? Like, you know what? What about you make his voice like a bird? Huh? Is it his fault why you hate his voice? If you don't like his voice, in one word you can change it. This is a proof that this God cannot be God. This is just a stupid guy making verses. Making things up. Don't, walk and, and lower your voice, because the most voices Allah He hate is the voice of donkey. What this have to do with Muhammad, I have no idea. Unless he is a donkey. Secondly, why Allah He hate donkey's voice? Why? And actually, the sound of donkey is not that, there is a lot do the God have the same ears as us, like the way He hear? Like, do voices harm Him? Do you think so? If this is the case, you know what? I'm going to buy a CD made by the artist, the famous artist of donkeys. His name is Donkey Ass CD DVD. And I'm going to play it in the radio station so we can harm Allah. We got a very powerful tool to make Allah run away. Play the voice of donkey. He hate it, he will run. And he cannot do anything about it, because you can tell. Because if he can do something about it, he can change the voice of donkey. Otherwise, if he hate the voice of donkey, why he don't change it? This is a proof that the God of Islam is not the real God. The real God will never talk this way. Come on. What kind of God is saying, the most voice I hate is the voice of donkey. Allah, I am Allah. The most voice I hate is the voice of donkey. I hate donkeys. I hate the voice of donkeys. I swear to Allah. Allah is talking. Allah, He hate the voice of His enemy is the voice of donkey. Allah, He have a problem, guys. Go to myspaceallah.com. Allah is crying. They are saying, please, 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 don't play the voice of donkey for me. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it, man. Please. What kind of God this God is? In the same time, this prophet, he's just been insulted by his God. Because if his God don't consider him as a donkey, why he is saying to him, lower your voice and don't speak loud, because the most voice Allah He hate is the voice of donkey. واقصد في مشيك وغضض من صوتك إن أنكر الأصوات لصوت الحمير. It is connected. It's not about two different things. No, it is, that the person he's talking to, he's saying to him, the most voice Allah hate is the voice of donkeys. Put your voice down. Why? Because the most voice Allah He hates is the voice of donkey. He's talking to who? To Muhammad. So I hope you guys, you just enjoy it. We just proved to you two things. That's Allah. He have a weakness, and his weakness is the voice of donkey. So you can buy a donkey or play a CD, so you can kick Allah out of your house if he is there. Secondly, Muhammad's voice is the voice of donkey according to Quran, and I will post the verse and the reference next to the video. Jesus is Lord. Muhammad's voice is a voice of donkey according to Quran, not to me. Ameen.